easy cubes of any two-digit number. So before calculating the easy cubes of any two-digit number, first I would request you to kind of memorize the cubes of the numbers from 1 to 10. So here we have the numbers like 1 is equals to 1 cube equals to 1, 2 cube is equals to 8. So how do we get this 2 cube is equals to 8? It is nothing but it is a repeated multiplication, the power. So it's the same number multiplied those many times. Like here it is 2 multiplied 3 times, 2 times 2 times 2, which gives you 8. So likewise, you need to memorize the numbers of the cubes till 10. So now let us try to understand the trick, how it works. Let me just scroll down a little so that we can have all the cube values over here. So let me say if I want to find the cube of a number, let me say if I want to find the cube of a number 32 to the power of 3. I want to find the value of this number, cube of this number. So in a general method, in a traditional method, what we would be doing is we would be multiplying 32 3 times. 32 times 32 times 32, which would be a very tedious task and it will take some amount of time. But what if we can solve this with the help of a small trick? So let me help you to understand the trick. So let me say I have the two digits. Let me say this would be my A and this would be my B. So let me say if I have two numbers A and B to the power of 3, then I can write this as a formula, or in this method, it's like A cube and this is a bar, or this is the partition what I'm giving. A cube 3AB times A, 3AB times B, and here it would be B cube. So now let us try to understand how do we apply the same rule to 32. So let me say I have 3 and 2 whole cube. So what is my A value? 3 is my A value and 2 is the B value. So let me say 3 as 3 cube. Then I made a partition. 3 times, what is the value of A? It is 3. 3 times A times B is 2. And I'm multiplying this with A. So the value of A is 2. And then 3 times A times, that is 3 times 2. And what is the value of B? Sorry, the value of A here is 3. It is 3. And here the value of B is 2. And then I take a 2 cube. So now if you see, we know the value of 3 cube. After memorizing this, you will be easily able to understand what is the value of 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. And let me try to multiply these two numbers. 3 times 3 gives me 9. 9 times 2 is 18. And 18 times 3 is 54. Then 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, and 18 times 2 gives us 36. And then again keeping a partition, and I know the value of 2 cube as 8. Now what we'll be doing is, this step, I request you to listen it very carefully. At this step, first we will be taking the 8 as it is. Now from this, we will be only taking the ones place. This is my ones place and this is my tens place digit. So I'll be only dropping that ones place digit over here, that is 6. And this I will be adding to the next number. That is, if I add 54 plus 3, it gives me 57. And from this, again, I'll be taking only the ones place number over here, which becomes 7. And this 5 I will again add to the next number. So 5 plus 7, which gives me 32, and I'll take this entire 32 below. So it becomes 32,768. Did you understand? Yes, I know this may sound a little confusing, but once or twice with practice, this method will be really effective and very easy and very quick to solve the cubes. Let us understand once again with the help of one more example. Let me take another example. I'll be taking it over here itself. Let me take another example. Say 43 cube. Now, can I say this is my A and this is my B? So as the formula or as the rule says, a cube. So what is my a cube? It is 4 cube. Then 3 times a is 4, b is 3, and again multiplied by a is which is 4. Then if I multiply again, 3 times 4 times 3, which is multiplied by 3, the b value is 3, and then taking the b cube. So right, now I know 4 cube value is 64, and also I know 3 cube value is 27. Now let me solve this value. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 3. Yes, what is 12 times 3? It's 36. And 36 times 4, 36 times 4 gives me 144. 144. So again, 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36, and 36 times 3 gives me 108. Now, let me just give a little gap over here. Let me draw a bar so that it becomes more clear for you. So now if you can see here, I have 2 digits. So what we already said, we have ones and tens digit. So what I'll be doing, I'll be only taking the ones digit below. So I'll be taking 7 over here, and I'll add this 2 over here. So when I add this 2, what I'll get, I get 110. So among this again, I will just take the 0 over below. That is, I'll take a 0 here, and again I'll add this 11 over here. So when I add 11 over here, I get is at 155. And from that, I'll again take a 5 in the below and add the rest 15 to the next number. So when I add over 15 over here, I get 9 and 7, which is 79. So now in the last step, I will be taking the entire 79 in the below, and the number, what we get, the cube is 79,507. Right? Isn't it easy? Yes. So now let me take one more example. So here what we'll be doing is we will be skipping one step and we'll be doing it directly. So let me say if I have a number 89 cube. So let us take a little bigger number, 89 cube. So we know that we can take this as a cube, 3ab times a, and 3ab times b, and b cube. Right. So now what is a cube? A is 8 cube. Okay. So what is the value of 8 cube? Yes. We learned just now. Yes. The value of 8 cube is 512. Now, so let me just leave it over here. And what is the value of 9 cube? The value of 9 cube would be 729. Very good. So now let me say 3ab is common in between both the numbers, right? Here and here we can say that I have 3ab. So can I do 3 times 8 times 9, which is nothing but 8 times 9 is 72. 72 times 3 gives me 216. Now 216 is common for this and 216 is common here. So can I just multiply 216 by 8 and get the value? 216 when multiplied by 8, I get 1728, and 216 when multiplied by 9, I get 1944. So just can I write it over here as 216 times 8 and 216 times 9. So now we will follow the same method. We will just draw a line over here, and let me just change the color. So what I'll do in the first step, I will take a 9 over here. Only the ones place we'll be taking, and the rest of the values we will push it to the next one. We'll push it over here and we will add the number. So we get it as 6. 9 plus 4, 7 plus 4 is 11, 10, and 2. So from this again, I'll be taking this 6 over here, and I'll push 201 to the next number. Then again, if I add, I'll be getting 1929, and again I'll be dropping this 9 over here, and 192 I'll be writing it over here, the rest 3 numbers. So it becomes 4, 10, 6, and 7. So now I'll be taking this entire 704 over here. So what is the value of my 89 cube? Which would be nothing but 704,969. That is 704,969. So here I'll give you a few examples, few questions for your practice. So the practice questions are, practice questions.